Hey, I'd like to say that this snuck up on me, but it didn't. That's just I've been really busy. But now I got to find time to update you guys on the tropical depression that has newly developed over the past 18 hours or so. This is expected to become a tropical storm, perhaps getting a little close to category 1, but the problem with this is one, is really close to land already, and two, the dry air that this thing has to contend with across its maybe western periphery of the circulation. That's, tropical systems do not like mid-level dry air. They like it pretty moist throughout the entire column. But if we take a look at the potential track of this system, we're going to switch over to weather front. This provides a really good resource for anything tropical or severe weather that I've found so far. But anyways, this is going to scoot along the northern Gulf and perhaps affect areas like New Orleans, Lake Charles, over towards Houston within the next 5 to 7 days. At first, you can see that this is going to be going very, very slowly towards the northwest, and it'll slowly turn due west over the next few days. The majority of the impacts will be gusty winds, of course, torrential downpours, and thunderstorms, lightning, and perhaps some isolated tornadoes. If we check the Storm Prediction Center convective outlook over the next few days, they have, let's see, this is how new it is. They haven't updated their forecasts for maybe perhaps, I wouldn't even be surprised if they had maybe, let's see, if we go back to today, well, they do. Maybe perhaps on the day 2 outlook, you might have some marginal, if not slight risk, probably marginal, across this area, and then scooting further westward as time goes on. But be that as it may, we'll get there eventually. So if we take a look again at the satellite image, this is what we are dealing with. Let us look at the, there we go. So there's not a lot of deep convection towards the center of circulation. You more have those deeper updrafts along the outside, or maybe perhaps the feeder bands are a little bit more deeper than the actual low. But there's going to be some organization to this system over the next 24 to 30 hours. And it'll get its act together somewhat. It being very close to land, not expected this to be like one of those rapid intensification. But if we take a look at the spaghetti plots, you missed that. You missed the ragu. There's your spaghetti plots. Pretty much all of the guidance here agrees that we will have a westward trajectory, perhaps meandering a little bit longer, as indicated by some of the 12Z models. And if we look at the intensity, there's, the vast majority of the system, the vast majority of the output maintains this at a tropical storm level. So not really a whole bunch of intensification with this system. So we're going to take a look at the GFS. This is the precipitation and the mean sea level pressure, so you can see the center of the storm a little bit more clearly and its associated precipitation patterns. But as you can see, this is going to meander across the northern Gulf for at least the next day or so, and it will slowly make its way to the north and west. Pretty much just a bunch of rain across the Panhandle of Florida, getting into parts of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, especially on Tuesday, as this thing kind of dissipates across the northern Gulf of Mexico. And then poof, by Wednesday, getting into Thursday, this is a memory, really. If we take a look at the precipitation, what? Total precipitation, let's back this up just a tad. Let's go to 8 p.m. by 8 p.m. Wednesday. And we're going to try to compare models here. By 8 p.m. Wednesday, this is what the GFS has. If we go to the AI GFS, pretty much the same. So there's some, I like that. Get into the Euro, the AI Euro, the GEFS, the AI GEFS, the hybrid GEFS, European Ensemble, the AI European Ensemble, and my favorite, the National Blend of Models. So we take this out a little bit further, maybe getting into day 7, day 8. They have it. You're gonna be looking at a bunch of rain, especially the longer this sits out over the Gulf of America, the more rain is going to. But right now, as it stands, I will go with the NBM on this one. By 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon, you can expect up to 4 to 5 inches across parts of the Panhandle of Florida. Port St. Joe over towards Tallahassee could see 2 to 4 inches of rain, possibly even higher amounts. I bet if we get our logger in here, yeah, you're looking at about 5 inches on some of these barrier islands out here, 5 to 6 inches just off the coast, according to the latest NBM model. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty good amount of rain that we can expect across that area. If we look at the AI Ensemble and the probability of 4 inches of rain in a 24-hour period, and we're going to back this up a little bit. Yeah. This is staying off the coast, so that's good. Now, the further out we get, the more spread among the models we get. So, if you live anywhere on the Gulf of America, if you live along the Gulf Coast, I'm going to say anywhere from Tampa to Houston, perhaps even Corpus Christi. Be prepared to have your indoor activities planned. Cancel your outdoor activities if you have to. Stay weather aware. Monitor local warnings and updated forecasts from your local media outlets, National Weather Service, the National Hurricane Center. So be safe out there.